Just going to connect with all of you, see all your faces. My name is Tara. I'm from Iran. I came to this country when I was 14 years old. It was 10 years after the revolution. My dad was a prisoner. And my family and I have been through a lot of trauma. And since I was little, I really wanted to heal them. I felt like a calling. I wanted to heal them, but I also wanted to heal all the people who suffered, because I understand suffering. So I went to UCLA. I studied neuroscience and psychobiology because I thought if I understand the brain, I can hack the brain and I can heal all the traumas. And then I decided that I was going to go to chiropractic school because I really wanted to work with my hands. That's what chiropractic means, done by hand. One of these days when I was in chiropractic school, I had to go to a seminar to fulfill credits for learning different modality of chiropractic. I was very overwhelmed. I'm just going through the motions. So I just see a seminar coming up. It's called Network Spinal. I just walk into the class. The class is filled with 200 students. There was a doctor talking. He had already started. And I tried to listen because I'm trying to see if I really connect and if I want to learn. You see, I'm very scientific. As a little girl, my favorite tool was a microscope. A microscope. So everything has to make sense for me in order to accept it. If I don't have data and evidence, I will reject it. That was me back then. So I listened to this guy, and he's talking about energy. And he's talking about touching someone's spine, and they start to undulate and move. And I immediately call bullshit. So I go in the back of my room. I make sure I hide behind all the students. I take out my laptop, and I start studying biochemistry. Because biochemistry is science, and I'm a scientist. And I don't believe in hocus pocus. And I'm already just not liking that guy. So anyway, I'm studying. I'm studying, minding my own business. And all of a sudden, I notice the room got quiet. So I look up, and everyone's looking at me. And the guy next to me, he's like, go up front. He wants to do a demo on you. And I'm like, what? Me? And then the guy is like, yes, you in the red shirt. Would you please come up? I'd like to do a demo on you. So I walk up there. I'm hoping that he doesn't ask any questions because I have no idea what he was talking about. And he looks at me and he says, may I activate your spine? And with a sarcastic tone, I say, sure. So I lay on this bed, on this chiropractic bed. He tells me to go face down. And I had the strangest experience of my life. He touches me somewhere in my neck, and all of a sudden, I can hear my heartbeat. You know when you lay down on a pool and you're able to hear your heartbeat? So I'm like, what is going on? In a few moments, boom, there was this energy, there was something going through my spine. And just in a few minutes, I started to weep. I started to weep so deeply. I didn't even know why. I was so uncomfortable. I was sweating, I was shaking, I was crying. I had 200 people around me just looking at me. I did not want to experience that in front of all these people. And I rationalized, I'm really stressed out. Oh gee, chiropractic school is taking a toll on me. After that day, I never wanted to learn about network spinal. When I saw those people, I would go another direction. I thought they're crazy. 3 years later, I graduated from chiropractic school. I'm working as a chiropractor, you know, what chiropractors do, adjusting, cracking, heating, cooling, lasering, ultrasound, all the stuff that I learned that were scientific. And I was feeling extremely unfulfilled because none of those people changed. I became a chiropractor because I wanted to create transformational change for people. I wanted big results. I wanted to adjust their bones so that they can dance. None of that was happening in my office. They liked it. They liked that I would rub oils on them and adjust them, and they loved the cracking sounds. Some of them got creeped out. But that wasn't what I wanted to do. So one day I'm driving from Laguna Hills to La Habra, and I'm in my car, and I'm feeling the despair because I'm not living my purpose. And I'm crying and I'm asking God, God, please show me the way. I know there is a calling inside of my heart. I can feel it. It burns deep inside my soul. I'm not living it. Please show me the way. I go home, my roommate opens the door, and she's like, Tara, what's wrong? I've never seen you like this. I collapse. I tell her, you know what? I'm not living my integrity. None of these people are really healing or shifting. They get better. I wasted all this money. I wasted all this time. I'm not really healing. I'm not really shifting. They're the same people. She held my hands and she said, Tara, I have to go, but you have to look into network spinal. What the fuck? I go into my room. I curl into my bed. I just want to self-soothe. I'm rocking myself, and I'm just upset that she said network spinal. So I reach out for a book that I'm reading. It's a book by Dr. Candace Pert. She's a neuroimmunologist. She discovered the opiate receptors. She also created the book, What the Bleep Do We Know, and Molecules of Emotions. She's one of my idols. I deeply respect her. So I look at the title of the book. The title of the book says, Everything You Need to Know to Feel Good. And I'm like, please tell me something so I can feel good. Guess what? I opened the book. I flipped to the next page, and she's talking about her experience with network spinal. I cannot escape this thing. It's following me. And it's time for me to drop my defenses. I had an inferiority complex. If I wasn't medical, I felt like I wasn't going to be respected. If I wasn't medical enough, they're not going to think I'm a doctor. They're going to make fun of me. And that was the time that I decided that it was time to follow what is my calling. So I started receiving network spinal. I started to deliver it. I started to learn it. I tried to teach it. My first patient, one of my first patients, when she came to me, she was so big. She came to me because she had a hip injury. And today, she has shed so much weight. She no longer injects insulin to her belly. And she's traveling, and she's hiking, and she's living her life. My other patient, Bobby, he's been a smoker, cigarette smoker, for 13 years. He has used patches and gums, and he comes to me after 10 visits, and he tells me, I don't know why, but I just stopped smoking. Spontaneous change. My fiance, and a skeptic, an engineer, he can't get enough of it. He bought his own personal bed. He expects me to give him a treatment every day. I don't want to. I invite you to look into network spinal analysis. It is out of the box. It was from me. But I know today that I live in my integrity. I live my purpose. Thank you.
I love you, Dr. Tara.
Thank you.